Hello, I wanted to share with you some insights on how could you work with the energy of the full moon in Sagittarius that happened last night. The location where this full moon took place last night is actually inviting us to look at the past patterns that have been present in your life and how to discern how are they replicating in your life those patterns of control, of dominance, of wanting to keep on getting things that are trying to fill that void and avoiding you to realize that the deep emptiness that you have cannot be filled by having people do things that you want or getting more things in your life. And how can you bring the discernment to those type of patterns and realize what can give you real freedom and liberation of that painful experience. Also, only when we acknowledge that desire to be in control is only fostered by that wound of feeling alone and longing for connection is when we can actually create that transformation in our lives, in our everyday life, so that we can let go of domination and actually fostering deeper connections with those around us. Because when we feel pain, we may try to avoid going into that pain to realize what is the deep root of that pain. And when we do that, we cannot transform it. Only when we can see what is causing the pain, we can transform it, remove it, change it. This pain most of the time causes us to be distant from the people that we believe are causing the pain. But the pain is never coming from outside. It's always coming from inside. So it's not a situation or a person or a thing outside. So when we realize that, we can get closer to our hearts and start to build new ways to relate that are more in congruence with what you really want to create. It is built in authenticity. It is built in truth. It's built in intimacy. Because when you let the others see your pain, together you can find ways to co-create what is joyful and beautiful for the two of you or whomever you're relating with. This kind of analysis also lets you connect with the fact that that saying that says, as above, so below, not only reflects the sky and the heavens and the earth, but also your mind. Because your mind is what is above this physical reality. And when your mind is full of pain, even if you're not conscious of it, your reality and interactions with others in this physical plane will be full of pain. So what is it that you will need to illuminate, to identify it and see clearly and observe, so that you can let go of a pattern behavior? And what is it that you need to replace it with, so that that transformation and change in your everyday can actually take place? Because the energies of the moon and planets are not here to tell us what is going to happen in your life. What they are here, what they bring to us, are portals, energetic portals, that if we are consciously making an effort to discern what is actually happening in our lives, we can change the reality. We can change how we're feeling. We can change our thought patterns and automatic emotional reactions. because it's only when we look at what has taken place in the past in our lives, what patterns keep repeating through different relationships with different people, is that we can bring the light to our own unconscious mind and then start to work with it, not against it, not judging. It's a matter of accepting where we are with compassion for what we're feeling and deciding what are we gonna replace those unhealthy patterns and behaviors so that we can move forward to a higher version of ourselves. Because another energy that is very influential to this cycle is that of shifting what has been quite prevalent emotionally in your life, but it is so prevalent and so entrenched within us that we're not even aware on how deeply entrenched it is and what that behavior may be. Think of frozen water is something that is fixed and is hard to move, and maybe it's dark so you don't even see it. Think of black ice perhaps, and how it has been making you fall in your face over and over again. And now it's time for you to realize that there is actually black ice and you need to illuminate it and warm it up with the will within you, that fire that makes you reach for the stars. And how are you gonna transform it to create deeper connections, to create cooperation with others around you? It is really a moon that is inviting us to reflect inward. It is a moon that is inviting us to reflect on all relationships, all key relationships in our lives, and have the courage to reflect on how we get caught in that sense of separation and individuation, and how do I compete with others to exert myself as me versus the others, instead of finding a lens of compassionate communication and relationship, not only with others but most importantly within ourselves, to feel safe, to feel the companionship and the support that comes not only from those around us, but really the life force within us that can support us to do this exploration safely. So try to imbue yourself in spaces that open you up to meditation and introspection. Be open to challenge your beliefs. Challenge any belief that is keeping you in that sense of separation and alienation, and from others and even the divine forces within you, because it's only love, authentic love, that can open the door for you to be in the truth of your inner wisdom. And we can only liberate ourselves and heal ourselves when we accept what happened. You cannot change the past. However, you can change your perception of it. Any situation that we're faced with, it might have been challenging, hard, but at the end is showing you what a lesson. And also, there is no one that can actually hurt you. It's only our own mind when it gets trapped into somebody else did X to me that we get into that hurt. If we go one step above and we look from above, perhaps we can open a door to accept what happened, take a lesson, move forward. Is the lesson I needed to put a stronger boundary? Perhaps. But always remember, we are the creators. What do you want to create? How do you want to move forward as an empowered creator? Or do you want to stay trapped in a victim perception? We need to bring consciousness into awareness, because only through that we can cut through illusion to reach clarity and be able to connect to the divine mind. Because when we do that, we can reach and access the truth within ourselves, a bigger truth that is beyond judgment. So I invite you to have the courage to go deep into these emotions and feelings that may be overwhelming and intense. But you have the force within you to see them for what they truly are. You are the master of those emotions. You're the one experiencing them. You're not the emotions and feelings. And when you have that separation, you can access your power, and you are not anymore a victim to them. Also, because if you do that, you are the master. If you do that, then you can transform it. If you do that, you can let go and die that version of yourself and be reborn as a higher, more conscious self that wants to work one day at a time on how to transform and let go of the old, let go of the past. Be supported on the earth. Be grounded. Ask for help whenever you don't know how to work with those energies that may feel overwhelming. But know in your heart that you're guided, you're supported, you're loved, and yes, you have the power to do this. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.